Okay, guys, this is a new series I thought I would do. Yes, I kind of ran out of ideas. I ran out of videos actually to post for Christmas in July, so I thought maybe I would do some kind of scary story Thursdays. Um, Now, like, for this one, I am going to keep it CEC related, and I'm going to try to keep it as clean, and, like, I would say this is a creepypasta, so, like, it's a creepypasta reading, so, like, I'm going to try to keep it at least PG, because I know there's kids who watch my channel, and I really kind of don't really want to, so, like, if you're probably light-hearted or you get scared easily, you might not want to watch this video. Just like gonna give a few seconds to like click out or something, whatever people do. Slide the video to the side if you're on the app or something like that. Yeah, just gonna give it buying time so people who get scared easy can get out of this video. Okay. Okay, so it's I think it's called The Silent Horror of Chuck E. Cheese. I'm really not for sure because there's like 2 or 3. It's either called The Truth or The Silent Horror. I really don't know. I'm not really into this stuff as much as I used to be, so I haven't read this probably in a long time. And so, like, yeah. Okay, so it starts out saying, have you ever thought there was something the creators of Chuck E. Cheese were hiding from us all? Or have you ever found something to be off about the place? Even the creepy robotic mascots in that danced on stage. And let's just say that's not a fact. They do not dance on stage. They are literally, their feet are nailed to the ground probably, so they can't really dance. They can move side to side, but that's basically all they can do. So, yeah, okay. Next. I didn't find out the truth about Chuck E. Cheese, I didn't until I found out the truth about Chuck E. Cheese. It all began on the first time I have ever visited the place. I was around 6 or 5, so of course I was pretty ecstatic to go. Seeing all the commercials, the kids eating pizzas, running around without a care in the world, the arcade games, and the structure made me almost get down on my hands and knees and beg my mom to take me. Hey, that sounds kind of like me! Except I'm 24, and I just probably made this awkward. I probably just made this whole video awkward now. Oh my god. I just made this whole video awkward. Literally. I apologize for that. Okay, anyway. After finally getting her to break, she took me. I was the happiest kid in the whole wide world. My mom drove me over just a few hours before evening, so maybe about 4:30 or so. I almost knocked over the woman at the door. Hey, that also sounds like me. I'm just playing. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that. Who gave me the stamp on the hand, running ahead of my mom and bursting through the doors like a maniac child. Hey, that does sound like me. I was playing. Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. I'm making this video totally awkward. Running around, bursting through the doors like a maniac child. Eventually I was stamped and literally screeching as I ran all around to the games and play sets. After a bit, I stumbled on to the game like whack-a-mole but with sharks. Right by the staff-only room. One shark whacking. Minute later, I won the game, but before I could squeal in success and collect my tickets, my ears caught the sound of something very strange going on near the staff-only room, which my location I don't think has a staff-only room. They just like have a walk-in kitchen where like the mascot goes in, and I have a photo on my Instagram of mouse Chuck E. Cheese literally walking through the kitchen. So there's that. At test number 15, a mutant rat results in a behavior such as throwing desks and scientists at the wall. Yeah, because all that just sounds so realistic. I mean, come on, people. I mean, if you're gonna make a creepypasta, at least make it realistic. Come on, people. You're not dumb. Then I begin to wonder what in the world they could be talking about. Maybe they could be talking about a new game. Yeah, because you know what? Mutant rats! Let's just have a video game with mutant rats, people! That's so fun! You know what will draw kids in? Mutant rats! Losers. Oh my god, that's so stupid. That's like totally disgusting. It's just like those Quiznos sub guys. Like, have you ever seen the Quiznos commercials back in 2014? Oh god, that was disgusting. The jingle was catchy, but that was disgusting. Being young, I had no idea what was all going on there. Being curious, I felt a bit interested and pressed myself against the door and listened, and as carefully as a 6-year-old could. Okay, so you're 6 years old, and you're literally eavesdropping. If you're a normal 6-year-old would literally go run to their parents, legitimately. They won't stand there in the eye of danger. Come on, people. Even if this was real, this is how I know this could not be realistic. Because literally, oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. It's I can hear snapping at each other, what are we going to do with the bees? Get away from me. They mumbled and poured over, blah, blah, blah. You know what? It's we can all just kill the thing, the beast's version of our mascot. I mean, come on, people. I know that when they're changing the logo, they're changing the whole ideal of Chuck E. Cheese. Do we really, really need to go that? Call him a beast? Even though it could be a metaphor of the corporation. Don't hate. It's true. Anyways, the talking stopped. I blinked for a second and pressed myself close to the door because, that's logical explanation. That's logical. Just do that, you're in danger. Just, don't run away. Don't go to your mom or go to a police officer. Just, put yourself closer to the danger because that's just, I quickly realized this was a very bad mistake. Well, no duh, Sherlock. As the door opened, my weight against it. I slipped in, going from landing the door, falling flat face on the ground of the staff room. Immediately, footsteps trampled over me, hands grabbing in my arms. I was out like a light in a few seconds, so that I didn't know what the... Okay, so you're literally 6 years old and you're going to say the H-E-L-L word? Amazing. My mom would have kicked my butt if I did that. They did do that. I woke up slowly, my eyes feeling heavy, my body feeling weak. In some kind of interrogation room, a tall man with a serious expression wearing the cleanest white lab coat I've ever seen. Of course, you're 6 years old, you've seen so many lab coats. Began walking towards me out of the blue, he knew I'd be awake. Well, awake, if your eyes are open, even a little bit, yeah, you're awake. His voice was deep, it said scratchy. From what I can tell, he began to speak. He's you know, don't you? You know, he said. I was 6 and a half, knocked out at Chuck E. Cheese, so I didn't know what they expected from me. I babbled for a second, letting my tongue function correctly. What? I replied dumbly, blinking hazily, grabbed my arm, making a static feeling intensify somehow. He pulled me a bit, making me whine, but quickly shut my toddler trap. You're 6 years old. You ain't no toddler. Okay? First we're going from a 6-year-old to a toddler. Okay, because that makes perfect sense. Forgetting about almost everything, I finished I thrashed, I guess, around some more. Slipping out of my chair, I kicked my legs, going into the corner of the room. So I screamed again, banging my foot against something, making a loud noise clank against my foot. I twisted around and whined down and out an air vent. I kicked again, scared, hot anger with another loud scream and clank. The metal front popped up again, letting out the shriek when I heard the man stopping towards me. How boring this is! Letting out a shriek. I heard a man stopping towards me out of the noise of clawing metal banging. I scooted inside, splitting at him. I was scared half to death. I mean, what was I doing there? Where was my mom? Well, number one, you should have been with your mom instead of eavesdropping in what potentially could be a dangerous situation, especially for a 6-year-old toddler. Okay. He swiped at me for a moment, but quickly pulled his hand back. There was another long bang, and the man swiped back. Using my tiny little hands, I grabbed the air fence doors and pulled it back, pressing it on the door just in time. Piercing hiss was following by a shout from the stranger, and the loudest bang on the door. I crawled back, scooting back into the vent. I had to leave. After even being so young, I knew I was in trouble. Well, duh, Sherlock. I was turned around a bit, struggled, slowly crawling down the vent. A bloody scream echoed through the vent, being followed by more. There was a unison with sounds cracking and tearing, which I know was the flesh and bone of from the stranger. I got out as fast as I could. A small light was around the corner. After a few minutes, I had stopped on it. The opening easily popped. They weren't really paying attention to how tightly they were screwed on, were they? My feet stumbled in. I climbed, but when soon trembling where I saw my mom last, and she was still there, with a worried expression on her face. I ran up to her, hugging her tight. My eyes were glazed with wet and hot tears. I wanted to go home. I just wanted to go home. I want to go home, I whined and complained. My mother gave me a strange look, but put my finger on my cheek. You must be tired, sweetheart. She cooed, picked me up, clenched my small fist, holding tightly onto her shirt. We walked out of the building, me being oh so lovely, carried into the car. A distant whir of mysterious distance became louder and louder, and the police cars pulled into this large parking lot and skidded to the halt in front of the once amazing and fun Chuck E. Cheese. My mother almost ran to the car and quickly bubbled me into the car seat. A couple hours later, home safe that night, I walked out of my room to get some water before I went to bed. A habit I'm trying to procrastinate so I didn't have to sleep. And my mother was watching the news. The reporter was talking about some kind of mutant rat coming out of Chuck E. Cheese and disappearing down the alleyways. So what happened to the real Chuck E. Cheese? God only knows. But I will never, I repeat never, go to any, I'm not saying that word, Chuck E. Cheese for as long as I live. Okay, I don't believe this crap. I mean, I do believe that, yeah, Chuck E. Cheese could be like, scary, but let's just get this straight. There's so many flaws in this story. Number one, yes, 6-year-olds are curious and they will literally do something. But 6-year-olds aren't that dumb and they won't go in the face of danger, making the story unreal. And really, a mutant rat? Please, come on. That's all I got today. Again, I really don't know the future of Christmas in July. I just decided to make this random video because I really haven't posted a video for a long time, and I wanted to do that. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you like it, leave a thumbs up. And I got this really awesome app I found just like the other day, and I know a lot of people on YouTube already played it, but I will play it. If you guys like this, I'll make it a weekly habit of horror Tuesdays or horror Thursdays. I personally like scary stories, not necessarily creepypastas anymore. I think creepypastas are like, they're the lamest of the lame. Like, you have to be dumb to like. I mean, not like dumb, but like, it's just people gave creepypastas so much of a bad name, and it's just, I don't know. But if you guys like this, thumbs up. I will literally make a habit of this if you guys like it. Maybe not necessarily this week, but it is kind of funny. I've recorded myself several times playing scary stuff, so it's kind of funny, me playing scary stuff, and yeah. So, that's all I got for today. Oh my god, it's almost 16 minutes. And I'm sorry, I do apologize. I'm trying to read off a computer and talk at the same time and text people and stuff like that, so I really couldn't multitask, and it's hard to read when you're looking at a phone and a computer at the same time. I just want a disclaimer, I don't believe this stuff. I think this story is heavily flawed. It's like, there's a lot of flaws in it, and yeah, so don't go commenting, oh, this isn't real. I know it's not real. It's so flawed. It literally, it's flawed. Okay, so I gotta go. Bye.